Hello! We are working with bright ass sunlight today, but no line. Remember the quick weekend makeup video from a couple of weeks ago where I had like a line from the curtain in front of my face? No line today. So hopefully this will be better, but I figured that this would be a good day to show you application and my thoughts after a couple of weeks of using KJH.Brand. Okay, so I have basically one of each product that they've launched. I've been using these products for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to show you how they apply on the cheeks and give you my general thoughts on this very curated initial launch of Katie Jane Hughes makeup brand. So if you don't know who she is, Katie Jane Hughes is a makeup artist. She seems to be very popular on social media. I didn't know who she was until like late 2020. I learned about her through Rita from Lite, which is a Spanish-speaking beauty content channel. And I mean, she has a very distinct makeup style, which means that her first products make complete sense for who she is and what her makeup style is like. So first off, she launched these two products together. So the KJH.Brand Hyper Shine Light Pigment, I picked the shade Light Copper. And with it, she also launched the Hyper Shine Serum. So the way that you're supposed to use these together is by putting like a drop of the Hyper Shine Serum here and then mixing it together to kind of make your perfect level of shine liquid highlighter. So we're actually gonna do that first. So there's the drop of Hyper Shine and then you just swirl your brush. She did launch a brush with it, but I'm gonna use my own. I didn't get the brush. I'm just using the DF06 from the Cleona Grapefruit Dragon Fruit collection. So you're just supposed to swirl it on the pot and then you just pick up the product and apply. I admit, as you can see here, that Light Copper is not an ideal shade for me. I actually think that is more like a bronzy shade and not really a highlighter shade unless I add the Hyper Shine Serum. Let's add one more drop here. Yeah, so if I wear Light Copper by itself, I don't really get much. It's more kind of like a bronzy base on me. But if I add the Hyper Shine, then as you can see, a very wet looking, glass looking kind of highlighter. And of course, you can use this in other parts of your face. Katie Jane Hughes very famously does like these parts with a little bit of shine. It's not my favorite look in the world, but for the sake of showing you how it applies in other parts of the face, you can. But that is like her style of highlighter. Let me just show you a swatch on the hand of how this shade applies on my skin tone. As you can see, it's pretty much just golden. I know that the sunlight doesn't help. There you go. You can catch the shine there, but it is very, very subdued on my skin tone. If I wanted like shiny, more beaming highlighter, then I think that light gold, which is, you know, brighter, would be a better shade for me. I do think that the Hyper Shine Serum is an ideal product if you want to like kind of create that glass skin effect, because as you can see, it is very reflective. And see, I'm already bothered by this because it just looks like I'm sweaty. So I'm gonna get rid of that right now. I'm going to just use the brush that I'm gonna be using for the blush anyway. I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and I'm just gonna take this down a notch because it's not my favorite. But if you have seen Katie Jane Hughes on social media for any length of time, you know that she is like very, very like high shine, glowy. Some people feel like it's too much, at least in the points of the face where she applies shine. I'm very much just like, yeah, if we're gonna go like glass skin, give me like the highlighter effect. But my overall thoughts on the formula. So first of all, I really, really like the pigments. Again, I just think that Light Copper is not the best shade for me in terms of giving me a highlighter shade. It is more kind of like a glowy bronze. Yesterday, I actually applied the whole thing kind of under my blush, so I did my foundation. By the way, I'm using the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer today with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder on top and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Latte. That's basically what's on my face right now. So going back to light copper, I just think that for me and on me, this is not a highlighter shade. This is kind of more like a bronzing shade. It's kind of to add like a little bit of glow to the face. Like when I'm not tan, I can see myself using this kind of as a glowy base and then doing my foundation, especially if my foundation is a bit too light. This is just not an ideal highlighter shade for me by itself. If I apply it with the Hyper Shine, then yeah, I do think that it does give a really, really beautiful shine. I am, however, very, very open to trying some of the other shades, especially light gold and light rose, which I think are some of the other two. I don't remember if there's a fourth shade, but I overall like the whole thing. I don't know whether it is sustainable to have like a highlighter pod that only reaches its high potential or its highest potential with a serum, because then it kind of ties the two products together, and I don't know that that's going to be everybody's favorite. But overall, I do like the combination of these two products, and I really do like the glassy shine that they give. I don't favor the whole application of like the whole cheek that Katie Jane Hughes does, especially on these points of the face, because on me it just looks kind of sweaty and messy. So I personally wouldn't do that, but if you are like all over the face highlighter kind of person, then I can definitely see that being for you. Those two products together were the first launch of the brand. And then the next launch, which is like the only other thing that exists, was the Soft Smudge Lip and Cheek product. I got mine in the shade Soft Raisin. Let me show you what it looks like. So here is the swatch of Soft Raisin, and I got it because I really don't have a blush that looks like this. I don't have anything that looks like this on my collection shade-wise. So remember the swatch that I just did? I picked it up with a brush and it's almost all gone. So you definitely pick up product very, very well. Right now, I'm just picking it up from the tube, from the stick to apply onto my cheeks, and there it is. Application, in my opinion, seamless. Longevity is great. I've used it for work days a couple of times, and 8 hours later, 9 hours later, the blush is definitely still there. I typically don't set it with anything else because I just don't have a powder blush that can match this properly, so I don't really set it with anything on top other than like a setting powder. But I personally think that the application is beautiful and seamless, and see how it doesn't take away from the Hyper Shine. That's probably my favorite thing about this blush, is that it works very, very well with the Hyper Shine and the pigments. So both the serum and the pigment, like you can still see what they're supposed to be doing. And I personally love not only the shade, but also how uniformly it applies and how long it lasts. I'll actually give you a little bit of a wear test today as well. It is right now 11:45, close to 11:50 in the morning. I'm gonna go out for lunch with a friend, and I'm gonna run a couple of errands, and I'll come back in a couple of hours to show you how things are looking like. But again, my experience has been really, really positive so far. See how much I'm building this up, and you still like don't go over. You can get high pigmentation, but it doesn't look like too much. Make sense? So like this is what it looks like. And again, I'm in direct sunlight because my window is like fully open. This is just sunlight. So this is what it's gonna look when you step outside. Okay, completely uniform, no lines, no enhancing of texture. To be fair, not that I have a lot of texture to enhance. My complexion is pretty smooth. I've been really fortunate in that regard, but very, very, very seamless application. And then what I'm gonna do again is just kind of diffuse a little bit around it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder for the sake of ensuring that those lines are diffuse. That's it. That's it. I definitely want like every other color of this product line. This is whole line worthy. Remember that blush video that I did where I talked about cream blush formulas that I think are whole line worthy? Like I would buy every color on the product line that works for my skin tone. Add this one, add KJH.Brand. I definitely think that these are whole line worthy. Also, this is supposed to be a lip and cheek product. And let me tell you, this is a lip and cheek product. Oh my God. This is actually a lip and cheek product that works on both lips and cheeks and doesn't feel weird on your lips. So I'm gonna show you right from the stick how it applies on the lips. No lip liner, no lip mask or anything. It's just like applying like a whipped matte lipstick. The formula reminds me a lot of the Rare Beauty not cream lipsticks, the Rare Beauty like whipped liquid lipsticks. It also reminds me of the MAC Powder Kiss formula. It's kind of like that same level of airiness on the lips, but as you can see between the two lips, great color payoff. And there it is, there's a lip color. So this is how it looks on the cheeks, and this is how it looks on the lips. KJH.Brand Soft Smudge Lip and Cheek in Soft Raisin. I'm gonna keep it like this. Like I'm not gonna add a lip oil or lip gloss or anything like that. I've done that before. I've worn it for several hours by itself. It, you know, like when it goes away from your lips are gonna be, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be just the same as they were before. So overall, first of all, here's a completed look. So let me just go over the products that I had on my face before applying KJH.Brand, just for your edification. Primer, I don't have it here with me, but it's the One Size Hydrating Primer, the one with the little bubble thingies inside of it, that one. That's what I have. Secure the Glow, I think is what it's called. For foundation, I'm using the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. I wear shade 11 Khaki. Concealer is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm wearing the shade Tan Latte. Powder, I'm wearing the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Medium Beige. Brows, it's my usual Benefit Foolproof Powder topped with the Gimme Brow Gel. Mascara, I'm wearing the Rare Beauty mascara. I will definitely have this in my Q4 empties because I've had this open for a bit. It's a great mascara though. My only qualm with it is that it's kind of hard to take off, weirdly. It's really hard to take off. But anyways, eyeshadow, I went for a one and done look today, really unstructured and not super intense. It's just the Rituel de Fille Serpent de Mer. And I have, because I do this to set my complexion pretty much every day, I'm also wearing the LYS Natural Finish Setting Spray, Skin Loyalty Setting Spray. And as you can see, we are like in the last legs of it. So this will also definitely be in my Q4 empties. Whew. We're definitely at that point where the sprays are really uneven. But I'm really happy that I'm almost done with that, and I love that setting spray. It's great. Everything that I'm using today on my face, if it is available, I will link it in the description box below. Keep in mind that some of the links that I use in my description box are affiliate links, so if you do use them to purchase, I may earn a small commission. What have we done today with KJH.Brand? First off, we have the highlighter combo, which is the Hyper Shine Serum and the Hyper Shine Light Pigment in Light Copper, applied as a highlighter. And then we have the KJH.Brand Soft Smudge Lip and Cheek in the shade Soft Raisin, applied as blush and applied on the lips. And there it is. It's a really simple look, very in line with like what I like to do for an easy everyday look. I do think that these products are really well formulated and made for the everyday. I think that they are made for like very easy application on the go. Like it's very easy to have this stick in your purse and just reapply your lips and even reapply your cheeks if you wanted to. Katie Jane Hughes has a lot of demos where she directly just draws a big circle of the blush on her face and then just blends it in with a brush. And I have applied it like that myself. Like I'll do like just a couple of lines or a couple of small circles right after each other, like kind of in a slopey line on my cheek, and then blend with a brush. Like I've done that and it does work. It doesn't like drag, it doesn't like pick up any of the makeup underneath. It works well with pretty much almost every primer. The only primer where I had a little bit of an issue was using an oil-based primer. Specifically, I used the Rachel Diffie Thorn Oil, and I applied it directly onto the cheeks. And well, the primer wasn't super dry and that didn't work super well, but then I put the soft smudge on a brush, and then it was just perfectly fine. So if you are using an oil-based primer, something like the Thorn Oil, I would say give it a few minutes to set and then go in, preferably applying it with a brush. Overall, I think that Katie Jane Hughes has done a great job with these first couple of launches, and it's very clear to me that she wants to create, at least based on these, products that are functional, that are beautiful, and that can address the needs of a very varied customer base. Because like you're gonna have people that really want high pigmentation. You're gonna want people that do kind of the editorial thing with very high shine like she does. You're gonna want people that want easy application on the go. And for me, the fact that these are truly a lip and cheek product puts it like way above almost every other product in this category that I've tried before. Are there other lip and cheek products that you've tried that are truly lip and cheek products? Because I feel like the overall complaint with products like these is that it works on the cheeks, but it doesn't work on the lips. This one works on both. It does, it really does. I love wearing it in both cheeks and lips. So in a few hours, when I come back home, I'll give you another check-in to show you kind of like a wear test of both the Hyper Shine combination and the Soft Smudge lip and cheek. So I'll see you later. Hello. So it's about 5 minutes to 4 p.m. So I've been wearing the Hyper Shine and the Soft Smudge for about 4 hours. Again, the Hyper Shine in light copper is not very visible on me. And I mean, it's a little bit faded, but you still see a little bit of the glass effect. But of course, like if the light is better, you're gonna see it more. And then I do think that the Soft Smudge holds pretty well throughout the day. I think that the color is pretty visible and I don't see any like weird visible patches. You do see more of that kind of glass effect over here. Like the Hyper Shine is really reflective. As expected, I ate lunch and so the Soft Smudge is completely gone from my lips. But at this point, my lips do feel a little bit dry. So I'm probably gonna put a layer of a lip oil or lip balm to kind of help my lips recover a little bit of moisture. But this is just a check-in, 4 hours in. I do think that these products from KJH.Brand hold pretty well throughout the day without any reapplication or anything like that. And there you have it. There is my review of KJH.Brand. High marks. I cannot wait to buy more soft smudges. I cannot wait to buy more Hyper Shine pigments. I actually think that they're really, really well formulated, very elegant formulas, but very functional formulas that actually do work and deliver on what you expect them to do. Have you tried KJH.Brand? Have you ever done any of the makeup looks that she does? What do you think of her makeup style? I'm very, very impressed with this initial launch and will be definitely following KJH.Brand with interest in the future. If you have tried any of these products, I would love to hear from you in the comments. How did you get along with it? I personally have a dry combo skin type, so I'd be curious to hear from other people with normal skin or the more oily girlies. I can definitely see the soft smudge working just fine in oily skin, but if you have oily skin and you've tried these products, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me once again in my adventures with makeup. I hope that if you like the video, you will give it a thumbs up so YouTube can show it to more people that would like this kind of video. And before you go, if you want to keep up with the fun that we have over here with makeup and beauty, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. I also hope that you have a wonderful day wherever in the world you are, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye.